Hello one and all, welcome to Buenos Aires for the Argentine Grand Prix, the second round of 1995 in this Evo series. It's David Coulthard on pole from Damonhill, Martin Brundle with a stunning performance to put the Ligier third on the grid. Eddie Irvine also shone in the Jordan in 5th place. McLaren not looking too great, down in 10th and 11th. And this is how the race is set up for today. So David Coulthard there on pole. He'll be hoping for a victory today. There is one potential stumbling block, that is that it is dry. It's going to remain dry, but the track surface is not dry. It's wet from some rain earlier, and they're all starting on intermediate, so maybe some people will pit. We know what the AI like with that on this game, so we're waiting to find out. So Hilvard leads away. Schumacher already past Brundle, and having a look at Damonhill, and Michael Schumacher up into second position straight away at the start of this Grand Prix. So already that Williams 1-2 has been split up. Didn't expect to see Schumacher have that much hope from fourth on the grid, but he's looking good, and Berger is up from 8th. Got the pole sitter from the last race, didn't do very well in qualifying this time, but already up in the 4th place, and Schumacher is applying all sorts of pressure to David Coulthard. And well, we're going to have to go through and see what the order is in a minute, but Coulthard still leading from Schumacher at the moment, and there is Michael in 2nd place, Damonhill in 3rd, Berger 4th, Brundle still holding points in 5th, but Lacey, Herbert, Panis, Hakkinen up tonight, Barrichello, Mansell still very much down in 11th place. So we're going to have to see how this race goes, how it progresses, but I think we have missed Michael Schumacher taking the lead. Michael Schumacher passed David Coulthard and into the lead of the Argentine Grand Prix, and Coulthard is really holding up his teammate Damonhill now, and this is allowing Michael Schumacher to get away, and Schumacher is doing everything he can to get away, but Coulthard now is going to let Damonhill through. That makes perfect sense. DC does not have the pace at the moment. They need to give Damon a chance to stay in touch with Schumacher if Williams are going to have a chance to win this race. They want the opening race, but there's no guarantees here, and Schumacher is looking already very, very good, but Damonhill keeping him in sight. That is why Williams switched the cars around, and so far Damonhill is able to keep him in sight, but can he do any more? Will anybody pit? They are on these intermediates, and the track it's so hot, the track is bone dry already, and Coulthard has elected to take the pit stop. And a few behind him are Lacey and Herbert, they're also in, and Panis and Hakkinen as well. So let's see what the order is outside of that. Very difficult to tell. Brundle's back in the 4th, Berger 3rd. Hill is closing in a little bit on Michael Schumacher now. So these guys staying out on intermediates. And I wonder, I know I always say that the AI pitting doesn't work, but this track is bone dry, and those intermediates really struggling to lose grip. And you can see Schumacher struggling already, and Damonhill going through into the lead again, and Michael Schumacher, who looked to have a very strong lead earlier on, he's really struggling, and I wonder if Berger's going to catch him up at this rate, because it seems like the Benetton type cars, because the Ligier is effectively a B Benetton, of course. They seem to be struggling in these conditions at the moment, and it's the cars that aren't Benetton made and designed that are doing well, and Hill is in the lead, and he has now got just as much of an unassailable appearing lead as Michael Schumacher had earlier. And Damonhill, he would love to make it 2 wins from 2. That Williams is certainly capable of doing so. Berger is there with Brundle. They are both closing in. So we said Brundle didn't seem to have the pace, but he's got enough pace. Mansell has been promoted to 5th place, but he's got no pace. And Morbidelli gets inside Frentzen there. So Morbidelli is going to try to challenge for the points in that fullback. Well, he's already in the points. And look at Berger. Berger gets an opportunity on Michael Schumacher. Is he going to make it work? He does. And gerhardberger up in the 2nd, and Schumacher now may well be under pressure from Martin Brundle. Damonhill remains in the lead. He's got a comfortable advantage. Schumacher trying to press gerhardberger, but right now that Benetton is not at the races, and it's the same top 3 as we had in Interlagos. Hill leading Berger with Schumacher in 3rd. What a fight back from Berger. That Ferrari's good, but Schumacher seems to have found some grip now. They haven't pitted, they're still on those old worn out intermediates, all of them, but suddenly it looks to me like Schumacher and Brundle coming back into the fight, and there's Morbidelli still in 5th. Frentzen also past Nigel Mansell, who really doesn't appear to have any grip. He is really struggling there, Mansell, and well, so look, there's 40s, Menardis and Simtex up in competition with the way the strategies are panned out as well, and that's a car into the pits. Didn't quite pick up who that was, but look, Schumacher is now well clear of Berger. He's got back past him, and Brundle has gone past Berger as well. So suddenly it's the Williams and Ferrari struggling, and it's Damon Hill that's got Michael Schumacher right on his tail. And well, this has changed around, and Schumacher is furiously looking. So maybe it wasn't a case of the tyres going off. Maybe Michael and Brundle have just looked after the tyres better, and we've missed Michael passing David Coulthard earlier. We've missed Michael passing Gerhardberger. We're not going to switch off from this. But look at this, because Martin Brundle is a threat as well. It wasn't just a good qualifying that Ligier has to go well. Schumacher straight inside Damon Hill. Straight inside him. No pace for the Williams, and Martin Brundle with an opportunity to maybe take second place. I don't think he'll be able to get up after Schumacher, considering he's stuck behind Hill while Schumacher is pulling away. Berger still trying to have a look. Morbidelli up in the 5th, and Frentzen in the 6th. Mansell has dropped way down out of the points in that McLaren, and under pressure from a 40. This is not good news to Nigel Mansell. Damon Hill under massive pressure from Martin Brundle. Michael Schumacher continues to lead, not far to go now, and Damon Hill, this race switched around massively, then it switched around again. Damon Hill now under pressure, trailed the second place. Brundle is stuck in gear. I don't believe it. This is going to be the podium gone. It's been such a performance from Martin Brundle. He's been able to hold it with the best of them today. But unfortunately for Martin Brundle, that is the podium gone. Can he hold on to any points by the end of this race? This is so unfortunate for Martin Brundle. He's had such an amazing performance. But Michael Schumacher is now going to come through to cross the line and win the Argentine Grand Prix of 1995. Michael Schumacher, the world champion, gets the win on the board. Damon Hill second, Gerhardberger third. So the same podium as last time, but in a very different order. Can Brundle hold on to full? Frentzen is coming. Is he going to do it? Then he goes live. Frentzen just pips him. Oh, what a shame for Martin Brundle. He does get a 5th place, but it should have been so much better. Really, really unfortunate for Martin Brundle there. Nigel Mansell dropped to 9th behind Pedro Diniz's 40. Can you believe? What a race we've seen here. I mean, the Brazilian Grand Prix was pretty predictable, static, but the cars pitting off of the dries and others staying on the wets, that was only part of the story. It wasn't the whole story of this race. We still saw the fluctuations in pace between the likes of Damon Hill and Gerhardberger 1 minute, and then Michael Schumacher and Martin Brundle. And although those 4 stayed at the front, they switched around so much, and it gave such a fantastic level of intrigue to this race. If you've enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed commentating on it, please do like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. It'll really help the channel out and help it to grow, and I really appreciate it. It will enable me to continue doing this as much as possible. So Michael Schumacher wins the Argentine Grand Prix, Damon Hill second, Gerhardberger finishes third for Ferrari, Heinzharaldfrentzen up to 4th in the end, Martin Brundle 5th, and a scant consolation for him, those 2 points. Ukyo Katayama, great performance from him in the Tyrrell, and he came through from right far back on the grid to finish in that 6th place. So points on the board for Tyrrell. Drivers' Championship, Hill 16, Schumacher 14, Berger 10. Those are the 3 who are consistently up there at the moment. And Coulthard 3, Frentzen 3, Alesi 2, Brundle 2, Herbert 1, Katayama 1. And then the constructors, Williams on 19, Benetton on 15, Ferrari on 12, Sauber 3, Ligier 2, Tyrrell 1, McLaren still pointless. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care.